Hey guys, this is Dan with Gears and Gadgets. Thanks for tuning in. So today I'm going to do something that I don't think I've ever done before, which is a YouTube reaction video. I saw this video from VBeast. VBeast has just over 1,000 subscribers, so go check his channel out. I've actually been subscribed to him for, I want to say maybe a couple hundred subscribers he had, but he's back with another video here, and it drew some attention to me because I haven't seen anything on this Indian Challenger recently. I think this is actually the last story I saw where Indian had basically leaked an image of the Indian Challenger in one of their marketing photos for the Scout. And I thought that was pretty interesting. And since then, I haven't seen anything. Now, this article from motorcycle.com was also before that other leaked image. And this was all relative to basically the dealer announcement of this motorcycle coming from Indian. So it is coming, and this is going to be a direct shot at the Harley-Davidson Road Glide, which, if you are not familiar, I highly doubt you're watching this video, but this is Harley-Davidson's Road Glide. I actually tend to prefer the Street Glide, so in this video with my reaction to the Challenger, take that with a grain of salt because, again, I do tend to fall more into the Street Glide fan base, which is the fork-mounted fairing, versus the Road Glide, which is the frame-mounted fairing. Now, VBeast, he comes up with these images, and I asked him where these images came from, and he said a trusted source. With that being said, I do want to play through some of this video from VBeast. So I'm going to jump more towards the minute mark, which is where this starts to come in. So here is the Indian Challenger, and this is the first time that I'm aware of that we've really seen anybody on the bike. I don't think I've seen any other shots. Before I even cut this video, I looked to see if these images appeared in any sort of media images anywhere or any press images. I haven't seen them. So here you have it. This is the Indian Challenger. Now, when you look at these,
am I wrong? Yes, I'm totally wrong. It looks like a road glide.
Yeah, it looks like a road glide. So I want to like it, and right off the bat, I don't. And I hate to kind of come off as saying I don't like it right off the bat because I know a lot of things, especially when they're new, take some time to see them out in the wild and really start to appreciate them. It's like that with a lot of automotive design, and I understand that. But right off the bat, I pretty much like the bike all the way from the rear up to the front until you get to like the headlight array. It just looks too modern for... I don't know, man. It's really tough because I give Harley so much crap about not being modern enough, and then I see a design like this from Indian, and I'm like,
a lot like a road glide.
Yeah, I don't know. So we'll jump to some other images here. Here's more of like a side profile, and this is where, in this area here, this is where Indian starts to lose me a little bit. It's just something going on here that I don't tend to really like all that much. The motor, the way this is all packaged in here, I like the engine guard. I think there's some sort of radiator sitting up here. It's hard for me to really tell. I'm not sure. I think the reports are that it is going to be liquid cooled. But I also like what Indian does with some of the packaging as far as closing in around some of the dead space. It's also a real raked back feeling. I don't think the Road Glide, let me look at the Road Glide again. For some reason, I just don't feel like the Road Glide, man, maybe it's raked back that far as the bars go. No, definitely not. That's something that I just feel like the, what is the Challenger doing differently here? Just seems to bring the bars sweeping back a little bit further towards the rider. I'm not sure. It's just all based on geometry of the bike, I suppose. I do like the bags. Yeah, I actually like that plastic cover, to be honest with you. If it was body color, it might look a little bit better, but I think they're just trying to make that a design element. This is something that I wish that the Street Glide and Road Glide did is fill in that dead space. I've had people say in the comments below on my previous videos that that's for cooling, and if you close it in, the motor will overheat, but Indian does it on their bikes, and they figured it out. So, and also Harley sells the accessories to fill in that piece also. So that's just another one of those things I personally chalk up as like the Harley tax. You know, I'm trying to get you to pay for stuff at the parts counter. This is another example of things that I think that Indian just does better, is just kind of filling in that area in the design of the body. But as you can see, V-Beast doesn't like it. It's just, you know, obviously motorcycles are beauties in the eye of the beholder. What you can see here, what I noticed in the photos, is the adjustable windscreen. This guy on this bike here has his up, and then the guy behind him on the gold or tan bike, whatever you want to call it, is down. Now, getting into the headlight, this is like, I don't know, I like the design of all of this. I just don't like these LEDs, the way they have them formatted in here, this like squiggly line. I think I would like it more if the LED just kind of followed this like C shape around the whole thing. Just the squiggly line part of it, I don't like. Everything else I really like. I just, something about that I'm not a big fan of. So again, if this just followed around, or even, to be honest with you, if this light just kind of faded off into the fairing and then like had some sort of like disappearing effect almost, I think that would look pretty wild. I just don't like this lightning boltish kind of design cue. Not my favorite, but maybe it'll grow on me when time comes. Maybe there's some additional lighting in here, like some passing lamps that, like my bike, once you turn them on, they're just on all the time. And then at that point, makes this all one lit up area and doesn't look as what I would consider to be just weird. And then I'm guessing there's a passageway here for some air, which basically the same thing as what the Road Glide has to, you know, reduce that negative air pressure behind the fairing for the rider. I do like this snout here, this kind of split snout. That's kind of a nice looking feature. I do really like that. The highway bars I'm a big fan of. I like kind of it's a different profile, I guess you'd say, than what's typical, but I do really like that profile. The front of the bike looks mean. Here you can see the windscreen is down on this one.
Right here. Yep. Just back on the screen. This engine right here.
Yeah, that's that new, whatever they're calling it, Power something or other. Power Plus 108 is what they're calling that. So this is what I was talking about before. As you can see that this windscreen is up, this one's down, this one's down. So similar adjustable windscreen to what the Indian Chieftain has right now. And if you guys watch my videos, I'm a huge fan of the Indian Chieftain. I've test rode it. I think that comparatively to the Street Glides, if you ride a Street Glide or a Road Glide, the weight feels like it's real high up in the tank. If you ride an Indian Chieftain, it feels like the weight's really more down towards the motor. It's just more of a better weighted bike, especially at low speed. And a lot of people have said that, and I can see why they say it. I share the same opinion. I think it's a really great platform. I think the Chieftain is a really, really good competitor to Harley-Davidson, and as a Harley-Davidson fan, I'm really happy that this bike exists, because it's only going to have to make Harley do better, and it anything to push the things that I love to do better, you only get a better product out of the end. So I'm curious to see, what is this Indian Challenger going to do with Harley here? I mean, the power plant will be interesting to see what happens with that. The fairing is definitely going to be a hotly talked about thing. So leave in the comments down below and let me know what you guys think about this new Indian Challenger. If you're just going to put comments down there because you're a Harley fanboy and not at least acknowledge this bike as being a legit competitor or something at least to take a look at, your comments are very easy to identify. But I'm really interested to hear from people who kind of shoot more straight down the middle, don't have a ton of brand loyalty. What do you think about this Indian Challenger? Again, drop a comment down below and let me know, because I'm very interested to know what other people are thinking about this bike. Thank you very much to V-Beast for putting this video out. I did reach out to him and mention that I'd be referencing this video in my video, and please go check out V-Beast's channel. He does put out some really good content. So guys, if this is your first time tuning in, please hit that subscribe button down below. Remember, likes go a long way to help support the channel, and I will see you guys next time.